So I decided to film a video early, and upload it early because I just felt like this needed to be said. You know, I was really debating on whether or not I should actually speak up on this or let this be another tragic story in our community. Y'all know me, y'all know I am not one to let thoughts just be a thought. I bring a thought into reality. So we better do this. I know it might bring a lot of controversy and whatnot, but honey boo, I am ready for it all. Okay, I am. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Let's do this. I'm sorry for the glare on my glasses. Apologize for that. What up, you guys? You guys tuning in, know what to be on, there's nothing to do, and you're watching Shalom's Life. Alright, y'all, so this past weekend, an amazing legend, like one of the legends in the game, was shot and killed outside of his store in Los Angeles on Sunday, March 31st. And you know, I was reading up on his story, his whole background, all that, like everything he came up from, what he was trying to do and everything in the community. And let me tell y'all about Nipsey Hussle right quick, y'all. So Nipsey Hussle grew up in South Los Angeles. He basically left his mama's house at like 14 and lived with his grandmother. And you know, he had a passion for music. He said it himself, he had a passion for music, but he just didn't know how to, you know, make the funds to actually be able to start making great music or whatnot. So that's how he joined one of California's largest gangs, and one of the most known gangs in the nation, Rolling 60s, which is a Crip gang. And that's how he kind of started making his money and whatnot. And he never shied away from the fact that he is a long-time member of that gang, you know. But he never, at the same time, it wasn't like he kept doing things that that, you know, are gang related and stuff like that. And you know, when I was really reading up on his story and his life and all that jazz, when I saw videos on YouTube, I just found it funny how people were either saying, oh, it's a gang related issue, that's why he was killed, because of a gang related issue, or they said something along the lines of, you know, he was in the Illuminati, he was trying to get out of the Illuminati, so that's why, you know, he got killed, which is like not the case at all. Honestly, whenever I see black men getting shot down and it's inspirational men, the first thing that comes to mind is they were killed because they were doing something someone else wanted to do, or someone else thought that was great, but at the same time they didn't know, you know, if it was something that was, you know, they were doing something that was really gonna impact the world in such an amazing way. And there's always haters out there that gonna keep hating, you know, people that want to see you go down, people that used to be on the same level, or you used to be on the same level as them, and they now see you on top and they're like, why this person on top and I'm not, you know what I mean? And they're gonna do everything that they can to bring you down. But what they're doing is they're not just, you know, giving up their whole life or whatnot, or they're not just tearing you down, but they tearing everybody else that followed you. And like, it's mad crazy, bro. It's mad crazy. The last tweet he ever tweeted earlier that Sunday, he said, having strong enemies is a blessing. And I think a lot of people were like, okay, you know, just another cash tweet, like, okay, having strong enemies is a blessing. But no one really ever thought that, you know, a few hours after tweeting that he was actually gonna get shot, you know. And I think the thing that hit me the most was the fact that it said that he was shot in front of his 2-year-old daughter, which is like, what? And the fact that there's so many guys out there now that are claiming that they're the ones that killed him, and it's that just proves to you how evil this world is, that there's actually people that are out there that are proud to announce that they're the ones that killed him. And like, bro, it's just mad crazy, bro. It's mad crazy. Let me tell y'all, okay, let's just get this fact straight. Not all, but most of the people in our very own black community, y'all, in our very own black community, don't like seeing their own people go on top. They don't like seeing their own people get to a whole nother higher level. Okay, we're so good at blaming others for situations, so good at blaming others for our problems, but we're not good at fixing them. We're not good at resolving them. We're trying to do something to make a change, you know. And the moment someone steps up to the plate to do that, we automatically bring them down and we're like, what are you doing? But if you look at all these other races, bro, if you look at the Caucasians, the Hispanics, and whatnot, they are so good. Even the Lebanese. I look at the Lebanese in my country, bro. There'll be a whole Lebanese restaurant open, and that whole restaurant be full of Lebanese, because Lebanese love to support their people. You know what I mean? You never be seeing not all the time. Let me say it's not everybody. It's just most. You never be seeing a lot of African Americans supporting their own people. And it's not just in America, it's even here in Africa. I see it here in my own country. You never see a lot of African Americans supporting their own people. They'll be the first ones to want to tear their own people down and say, no, you shouldn't be doing this in the first place. I don't think you'll make it. And all that other jazz. First ones. And then they be the first ones to be like, oh my gosh, there's so many problems in this world, we should really fix them. And it's like, what? Every person that's trying to help to fix it, you're breaking them down. And it's like, dear African American community, we will never see change if we executing the same leaders that we're trying to help. You know, you look at all the other races, and like I said, they good at supporting. They good at really supporting their friends' businesses, really putting them out there and be like, yo, go check out my friends, whatever. But what if it comes to your homeboy, he just dropped a mixtape, you can't support him? You're like, nah, bro, you shouldn't do that. When it comes to your homegirl that just dropped the whole clothing line, you're like, nah, I ain't about that life. You know what I mean? And like, it's like, why is it so hard for us as African American people to support our own fellow brothers and sisters? Like, that's a real question. Why is it so hard for us as African Americans to support our own blood, our own people? Not our own blood, but our own people. That's like a real question. Like, why? Like, honestly, ask yourself, why is it so hard for our race to support our own people? You know what I mean? It's like, I was always taught that whoever supports you or whoever you support will support you back later in the future, you know. And you look at Tupac Shakur, he was one of the greatest legends we have ever had, you know. And he was someone that stood on the principles of trying to make a change. He was somebody that was trying to make a whole nother name for the African American community. He was someone that was trying to, you know, bring those that are, you know, on the whole lower class, because no such thing as a lower class, and bring them up, you know, and show them that, you know, you can make it through anything. You can really get through this. You don't have to be a certain class for you to get to the top, you know what I mean? And Nipsey did the same thing. Nipsey showed y'all that he started from the bottom. He literally started from the bottom. He joined the gang at like in his teen years just to make some money to get to where he was at the time. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he just magically, no, he literally worked towards that, you know. Like, stop hating and show appreciation, you know. So we're so good at blaming others, but we're so slow at fixing our own problems. We're so slow at trying to find a solution, you know, to our own problems. And that's the problem that we have, is trying to fix our own problems, trying to find a solution to our own problems. Like, and I'm gonna leave y'all with this, y'all. If you want to see, if you want to see change in the black community, or if y'all want to see the black community really prosper, we need to come together as one and support one another. Okay, we need to stop all that. This one said, this one that, I'm blood, I'm Crip, so I'm gonna hate you, blah 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 blah. No. We need to stop all that mess. We need to cut that out. Cause honestly, right now, I honestly feel like we are looking like the weakest race on the planet. Okay, cause we out here killing ourselves. We so good at coming for the police officers when they kill our people, but whenever our own people kill our people, it's like, oh, just another day on the streets. No, it shouldn't be the case. That should not be the case at all. We should be standing up and saying we are not going to live for this injustice anymore. That's not going to be the case at all. You know, I honestly think a lot of us forget how to really hustle, okay? We are now doing the cheap type of hustle where we decide to kill someone instead and claim it to get a trophy. You know, oh no, I'm the one that did that. Even the guy that killed Tentacion, I heard that he actually bragged on Twitter and was like, oh my gosh, I just killed Tentacion, I just killed XXX Tentacion. Like, he was really bragging about it, and that shouldn't be a bragging right. That should not be a trophy at all. You know, that's wrong, bro. So for all those, I'm gonna speak to all those out there that have a passion to want to speak up for your people. You have a passion to want to speak up and say something to help your community, to help your people. I'm gonna say this: don't let the things that are happening today stop you from doing something great. Alright, don't let your thought just be a thought. Let that come into reality and let it play out. Okay, because there's somebody out there waiting to hear that. There's somebody out there that wants to, have that hope. And by you stepping up to the plate and doing something, that gives them hope to want to keep surviving in life and to keep doing better in life and keep making changes in life and all that jazz. So don't sit there with that thought. Let that thought out, and, it might bring some things. It might open a can of worms. But, honey, let me tell you, you should never fear death. And that's what a lot of people fear. Okay, they're like, okay, if I say this, I might get a lot of backlash. A lot of people are going to come for me and all that. Just don't fear death. And the Lord said it himself, do not fear death. Matter of fact, let me find that scripture. Anyways, I can't find the right scripture, but let me tell y'all, if the Lord is for you, then who can be against you? If you know where you're going to go in the afterlife, honestly, don't fear death at all. Because, honey, you end up in paradise. And if it's your time, it's your time. If it's not your time, then, honey, you're going to be another survivor, okay? So don't fear it at all. Keep going, keep pushing, keep grinding, keep hustling. Don't do this cheap hustling where you have to go and actually kill someone just to get something. Like that's cheap hustling, okay? That is way too cheap hustling. Don't be doing that mess. That ain't it. But like, keep going, keep grinding, keep having that passion to want to inspire people, to want to do something and make a difference in life. I'm telling you, it's going to pay off in the end. You don't know how many people are out there waiting for someone to say something, to help them actually get through life. And that's what it's all about. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave y'all with that. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I want to hear y'all's thoughts on the whole entire thing. What do y'all think? Let me know if y'all agree with what I'm saying. If you don't, that's cool too. I'd like to hear about it in the comments. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really say all this to have everyone agree with me, because I know not everyone's gonna agree with me, but if you do, leave a comment down below. If you don't, then let me know why. And yeah, subscribe, give us a big thumbs up. We out. What is this? If this is a gang sign, I'm sorry. We out. Peace.